Welcome to Round Glass. I'm Miriam Parker, and I'm overjoyed to be guiding you today on supercharge self-care practice. So let's share today in the chat what we're going to be practicing. What is the self-care we want to kind of target? So I invite you to think about what is it that you would like to work on healing? Something that you have some personal passion around, like, for example, depression is something that you have worked with in your life, and it's something that you feel strongly about as a something you would like to heal, or loneliness. Choose something that really means something to you and share it in the chat. So in this series, we've been exploring the mechanics of how to use this practice as a means of self-care. And there's parts of this practice that are not intuitive. And that's this practice of using somebody else, caring for somebody else in your meditation. You're inviting somebody else to sit who is not in the best of shape, who is suffering from depression, who is suffering from loneliness. And you're practicing healing them. So that's already kind of radical. And the reason why we do it, and I've said it before, and it's a joy to say it again, because it always needs reminding, because it isn't intuitive. But if you think about what is the ultimate sign that you are really been taking care of yourself, that you are in the optimal mental health space, it usually comes with a capacity to truly share with others, to give to others, to be able to bend and move out of our comfort zone and really reach out to help someone else. So we use that mind, we kind of assume and embody that level of health to see what it feels like. And then with this mind and with this body, a mind that is full of generosity to give and to support others, we look at some of the afflictions that we might also share, or that we know somebody else is having. And we see what is the ultimate heart and mind that could traverse that. Let me take that on. And that's how it is an act of self-care. And then you have this aspect of cause and effect, right? When you care for others and you see your mind caring for others, you are planting the seed in your own mind to see in the future being cared for. So it acts in all these deep levels in our subconscious. So today we are approaching how to really supercharge this act of self-care. Well, we do this by not being just our normal, my name is Miriam, so my normal Miriam self, and seeing this person as perhaps somebody who doesn't have the same effect or outreach. We're going to use and apply this practice on somebody that we feel is very powerful to us. And by healing and approaching their needs and caring for their needs, we're in a way able to care for many more. So the impact of that care is more powerful. So we're supercharging our practice by bedazzling our own capacity to have this flower of love be bright and brilliant and hyper powerful, and this gorgeous diamond that's radiant and reflective to be the diamond of wisdom of the highest version of self. And the person that we are healing is not just a Joe Schmo. We see them as very important. And that type of importance and gravity really creates a very deep impression in our minds. So we're going to be using this power of plumping up our intention as a way of self-care. And I'll give you some more tips afterwards. So we're going to begin the meditation. And we're going to begin the meditation with this feeling of, I'm not going to just be meditating with my normal Miriam self. So I want you to imagine that the physique of your body has a quality of royalty in it. That if I were to walk by and see you meditating, that I would think, ooh, this is an important moment for them. So our tall spine is reading to the world around us as majestic. And then we bring to mind that any meditation we do is an act of self-care. But we're going to target some of the concerns we have, some of the concerns I heard you have, like self-doubt. And we're going to really see if we can use this practice to excavate that doubt, transform it. So right away, I want to invite you to bring to mind what it would feel like if you no longer had that ailment in your life. And let that feeling spark in your heart the importance of what you're doing. Let it really fall from your mind into your heart, creating some type of trace in your heart that this is what you are doing. I am working on this very important practice so that I can rid my world of self-doubt. And then feel your eyes relax. Feel your forehead smooth out. Creating some physical space in your body to imagine and to go one step further, to feel what it would be like to no longer have that ailment. Soften your eyes, smooth out your forehead. Make space in your mind. And you can do that by letting go of tension. So as you relax your physical body, you'll notice that the mental body, the mind, begins to relax. As you relax your lips and jaw. As you relax your cheeks and chin. As you lengthen the back of your neck while softening the front of your throat. Feel a sensation of ease arise in your body and your mind. Shoulders drop down. The breath begins to relax the nervous system, inviting your extremities to come back home to the center, to where you are right now. Come back home to where you are in the center, in whatever way that means to you. Come back home. Begin to reach into the mind. Allow yourself to dream, placing a little mouthpiece to your heart's desire of what it would be like to be free of that heart, of that ailment. And this is your practice today. So how do we now mimic the vastness of the mind? The mind can stretch to embody a whole horizon. The mind can stretch to imagine a whole world. So let's relax the body. Feel that any sharp ends begin to soften so that our mind can find its home within the body, no longer needing to reach outside. Relax and soften the sharp points. Feel that the breath itself is an invitation to listen. And the act of listening is an invitation to connect to the sensation of peace, preparing the body, preparing the mind to be supple enough to actually change. We're softening ourselves so that we can shift into our wisdom, connecting to our highest, most realized vision of self. We get to try on that mind and try on that heart. So we'll do that by imagining the body is as wide and as vast as the mind. By clearing out the contents of what we think is in the body. And we'll begin to breathe in the vastness of the blue sky. And we're doing all of this to build up this capacity to navigate. Like a soul hunter, navigate how to absolve self-doubt. Imagine that there is no roof, there is no anything, there's no nothing obscuring the tip of your head to the sky. I want you to imagine the sky is this vast blue sky. And you begin to not be able to decipher when the sky turns into the space around you and when the space around you turns into the sky. And so know that now that you're breathing in sky. And the sky is filling your whole body. Imagine the blue, vast sky is inside of you. And so now you're just breathing in sky and breathing out sky. And the mind and the body are one. The mind and the body is vast and unlimited. And you are no longer bound to the labels and stories that you have of self. You've let go of your name. You've let go of this identity of I am my career. You are neither your career nor your name. You're vaster than these labels. And in the place of your heart is this beautiful rose, and the rose is a representation of what your heart truly is. Pure love. And it's fragrant. And it has texture. And it is in full bloom. Above it is a gorgeous diamond, sharp like a mirror. It reflects all things. And this is your wisdom. Strongest material there is, can cut through any obstacle. And then invite your person, this person that you see as being really important to you, as their health is important to you. Their influence in your community is strong. See their pain and sit there with it. Until you feel this palpable, visceral, compelling wish and urge to take it away. And it's this deep compassion welling from your heart because you too know what it's like, and you would never want anyone else to feel that way. And before you begin the practice today, wherever you are, Remember, you are vaster than the sky. You are deeper than the surface of your labels. And if you truly knew what was in your heart, you would never doubt again. So imagine their darkness, their affliction in the form of black smoke, and just feel this urge to take it out from them. Begin to inhale. The breath in draws like a vacuum. You're sucking this darkness out from them, but you're not inhaling it. On your exhale, it curls up in a little ball and just hovers between the two of you. See this as a real breath exercise, breathing in, drawing in their affliction from every part of their body, exhaling, seeing it roll up in front of you. Each time the blackness relieves a great amount of suffering, and you see the change in their body. The next 3 breaths, imagine that all the black smoke is out from them. And they are light, they are doing a jig, they are moving in such a way. They are free. And they smile at you. And then again, think they are not just a normal person, they are somebody extraordinary, and freeing them in a way is freeing many others. And then see your own body as this perfected version of yourself. See the rose and the diamond. And we're going to count to 3, and after my 3rd count, you're going to inhale an audible breath. As soon as the black hits the diamond, it transforms, poof, into white. You exhale it out, and it is gone. See the heart as love, as flower. See the diamond as wisdom, as strength. And then 1, 2, 3. Exhale all the air out. The diamond in your heart is reflecting them. And the diamond is making them shine, and they are shining at you. And as they shine at you, you shine back at them. There's clarity in their eyes, there's clarity in their body. And it's creating a resonance. Rejoice in what you have done. And dedicate it to all those that suffer from that ailment, to yourself, to your future self. May this in some way chip away. May it relieve as many people as possible. See them grateful. And then begin to return to your body. Feeling of weight returns, the sky returns to the sky. The breath returns to your lungs. You're breathing nice and deep in and out. Make some movements. Even place a hand on the heart. We did some deep diving today. You can bring the shoulders up and down. I want to invite you all, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me and I'll do my best to answer. And if I don't get a chance today, I'll try to approach them next time I come back. We have one more session around self-care, so I hope I can answer all of your questions. This practice, always, I can never remind myself enough, is such a good one to return to over and over again. It's a really good practice to make a decision to work on a certain ailment with a certain person over a period of time. And, the best way to, how do I apply the practice, right? So how do I identify the pain that I need to heal is such a beautiful question. And we could just do meditation on that, recognizing what is bothering you. That's a mindful practice alone, because once we know what's bothering you, it's that's the hard part. So I'm so with you if you're feeling that kind of not unsuredness. So my answer is, I think what is really nice is let's give ourselves permission to whatever it is that comes up to make that important. There's sometimes some stigmas around, well, world peace, that's the most important. Well, maybe it's not that for you. Maybe it's just sleeping. Maybe it's just getting a good night's sleep. But if you think about it, maybe that helps as a litmus test. You come up with something and you think, well, what would my life be like if I could actually sleep better? For me, that would be a game changer. So the other question I'm getting is, how can I work on healing my pain through meditating without losing my emotions, without letting my emotions get the best of me? Meaning, I think what you mean by that is healing pain through meditation without getting overwhelmed with the feeling of pain. And that's why it's nice to work with somebody else. There is no one way to meditate, and there's always going to be a great value on us knowing that we're safe, okay? And then going into a place, meditating, feeling ourselves, get to a situation of great emotion, and actually just practicing, how long can I stay there? All right, now it's time to get out. And then you move a little bit away. But know that you are safe in your mind. And then, especially with things of great pain, start small. Start small and really see it as something you're holding. It's not you. You're holding this childlike version of you that is in pain, and all you gotta do is just be there. I love you, I'm here for you, I love you, I'm here for you. And if that's as far as we get in our meditation, don't you think that's worth it? I do. I will be sure to approach this again. This is such beautiful questions. I appreciate them so much. Thank you for sharing this time together. We're together, sharing time, exploring meditation. So check us out daily. Live meditations are all the time at round.glass or on our app. Please join me next Thursday for another meditation. Till then, have a beautiful rest of wherever you're finding this practice.